Welcome. This is a demo to show you how to find and visualize time series data in the Ocean Observatories Initiative, or OOI's, Data Explorer. This is one of several demos in a step-by-step guide that you can access these slides and the guide through the link shown at the bottom of your screen. OOI delivers real-time data from a wide variety of instruments deployed at several ocean arrays. These data are freely available online to anyone with an internet connection, and OOI is funded by the U.S. National Science Foundation. The goals for this demo are to introduce the Data Explorer, to find and then visualize a time series dataset, zoom into an event, visualize other data from the same instrument, and then save and share that visualization. We're going to use the Data Explorer in a web browser. So let's get started. I'm going to start actually from the home page of the OOI. On this home page, you can click into Explore Data. Since it might take a moment, I already have that web page open to the Data Explorer. So the Data Explorer homepage provides you a couple ways to dive in. For best results, I recommend a Chrome or Firefox web browser. And I'm doing today's demo on a laptop, so it might look a little different. You might take a couple different steps if you're using a smartphone. We're going to start by going into the Access Array data. And I'm interested in data off the coast of Oregon, in particular, looking for an upwelling event. If you want to look for a particular array, you can click on the globe, move around. So in this case, I'm going to go off of Oregon. I know I'm going to want to see water temperature data to indicate upwelling. So I'm going to just go into parameters. There's a lot of parameters, but I'm going to find temperature, water temperature, and I'm going to go. Let's see what we get. Well, we do get quite a number of hits. And I'm also seeing Washington here. So I really want to constrain this search. So let me have a little bit more information about this array. I see now that there's a Washington and an Oregon line. And in an overview page, I can kind of get a list of the platforms as well as a map that I can interact with. But I know I want to get upwelling information. So temperature and winds. I'm going to go to the shelf surface mooring. So now I'm going to constrain this location to that same parameter. Temperature, water temperature, water temperature. Great. Now I hit on just one data set. Great. Now I can start to dive in and explore this data set from a CTD. So when I first open the data set, it shows me the entire time series dating all the way back to 2015. And I'm seeing the dark black line indicating a mean. I'm seeing the time bin is in weeks, and there are there's some shading for seasonal statistics. Let me scroll down a little bit to that. I'm actually going to turn off those seasonal statistics for a moment, and it's still showing a min-max envelope. At the bottom, you'll see these colors: green indicating pass for the quality control flag that's being applied. The orange says suspect here. It might also indicate data of interest. So in any case, I know I'm interested in upwelling and temperature. Let me constrain that temperature to get a little bit more easy to see. So click off the auto scale. Let me just make that temperature more dramatic here. And I can see when I hover into the plot, I'm seeing a low temperature in June, summer of 2016, summer of 2017. I like this. This looks like a couple of weeks here where we have a low temperature. So I want to zoom in on that. That's around middle of 2019. So to change the time bar, I could go into this calendar icon, but honestly, I find it quicker to use the time slider first, and then I can really tune it by the calendar item. But let's see if I can get about summer of 2019. There we go. That's pretty good. 2 months, summer of 2019. And now I'm seeing time bin of days. It's automatically changed that. temperature getting to about 9 degrees Celsius, then getting a little higher and getting a little bit lower again in the end of July. Now, 8 degrees Celsius, I'm looking for because my colleagues, I know, look for that as an indicator of upwelling, but it's even better if I were to look for the density 25.8. That's a good indicator in this region from a published paper. So because it's a CTD instrument, I have the option of a couple other variables and I can select density. So this is actually going to show me that parameter, same time period. I'm not going to draw my eye with the seasonal statistics. I just want to see the actual values, noting the units. So I'm going to look for 1025.8, which we do approach in the middle of June and again near the end of July. So going back to temperature, maybe I want to share this visualization with my colleagues. To share exactly this visualization, I can actually copy the entire URL from the browser there, but there's a nice quick share button here, and I can click to share this link. So that concludes this quick demonstration to find and visualize time series data at a fixed depth. You can click on the help resources to be able to access additional help information. And that information we covered today, catalog and data charts. I provide links through the slides to additional help. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Use the feedback button in the Data Explorer or go to the help desk at the OOI discourse.